Consider this. Someone finds your post, they're curious, they click on your profile, and within 3 seconds, just 3 seconds, they've already decided whether you're worth their attention, or they keep scrolling. Not because of your experience, not because of your credentials, not because of anything that you wrote, because the moment they landed, unless everything aligns and it gives one clear message, they stop. And this is what LinkedIn doesn't tell you. You need to align 3 things: your photo, your banner, and your headline. They're a system, and they're either working for you or against you. Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy Zaire, sales psychologist, and I am working with experts to help you sell confidently without being pushy, aggressive, and salesy.
And I'm Darlene Petrie, lead generation strategist, helping you, professionals, turn LinkedIn visibility into real business conversations.
And what LinkedIn doesn't tell you, that's our topic for today, is that your photo, your profile, and your banner, on your banner, that headline, these are the triplets, and they've got to be, they're elements that have to work together and tell a consistent story. Misalignment doesn't just look unprofessional, it keeps you hidden. Here's the part that surprises most people. LinkedIn algorithm is not just scanning your content, it's reading your profile. And that includes your photo, your banner, and your headline. And it uses those signals to determine where it's going to broadcast and show your content. The algorithm is making assumptions about your identity and your audience and the relevance based upon those 3 visual elements before anyone will ever read a word of your content. Darlene, as a lead generation strategist, what are your observations on the platform?
Well, what I see consistently is that people treat those 3 elements as separate decisions. They upload their headshot from maybe a family event. They grab a generic LinkedIn banner, maybe the blue one that LinkedIn provides by default, and they write a headline that sounds like a job title from 2019. None of it connects. And what that communicates to the algorithm, and it's important to communicate with the algorithm and to the real human visitors, is that this profile doesn't have clear identity. Where there's no clear identity, LinkedIn doesn't know who to show your content to. And when a visitor lands on that profile, they feel the same confusion the algorithm does.
Yes, that's exactly. And of course, confusion, a confused mind doesn't buy. And that means you become invisible on the platform. And the cost to you is very real. When the algorithm can't categorize you clearly, your distribution is impacted, it suffers. And when a visitor doesn't understand instantly what you offer, they leave. And you never know what happened. So let's talk about what the alignment really looks like when those 3 elements, the triplets, come together. Because this is where most profiles quietly lose the viewer. Your photo is the first thing the human eye goes to, not your headline or your banner. I know the banner is very large, but your face. There's got to be a real human being, not a cartoon character, and not anything else that distracts so they don't know which of the 2 or 3 people is you. Within a fraction of a second, people are already forming an impression. Are you approachable? Are you credible? Are you someone they'd want to talk with? And your photo sets that emotional tone, and everything else really needs to match it.
And then the banner. That wide image behind your photo is the largest piece of real estate on your profile. Most people either leave it blank, use the LinkedIn default, or upload something generic that has nothing to do with what they actually do. A well-designed banner reinforces your positioning. It can communicate your value, your audience, even your call to action, all without a visitor having to read a single word in your content.
And then the third member of the triplets is your headline. It's the thread that's got to tie all of them together. We talked in a previous episode about big heads. Remember that headline follows you everywhere on LinkedIn, into comments, into search results, into people you may know, everything. But here's the layer we didn't go into at that point. Your headline also needs to echo what your photo and banner are already communicating. If your photo says polished executive, but your banner says global leader, and your headline says helping businesses grow, these three things belong, well, they don't really belong in the same profile because they're confusing. And the person who's looking at it, their brain is noticing this, not consciously, subconsciously, and especially emotionally. You see, that discomfort makes someone hesitate or keep scrolling. A consultant has to have a beautiful headshot, clearly someone who knows what they're talking about, and I want to make it very concrete and plain. The banner, a stock photo of a city landscape or a scenic retreat, no text, no message, no connection to their work. Again, what can we make of this? And the headline, when you have a series of nouns such as founder, speaker, coach, consultant, podcaster, I'm sorry, people don't understand what you do. Darlene, what happens when someone lands on such a profile?
I think they often will feel vague. They have a vague sense that something's off. The photo promised depth. The rest of the profile didn't deliver it.
And that gap, that misalignment that we just mentioned, creates friction. Visitors don't stop to analyze why they feel uncertain, they just click away.
Yes. And what you lose in that moment isn't just a profile view. You've lost the conversation that could have started. You lose the connection request. You lose the DM who might have become a client. The algorithm noticed the bounce and you're gone. It registers that people aren't staying, and quietly your content starts reaching fewer and fewer people. It's a slow leak most experts never trace back to their triplets.
And that's exactly why we designed the LinkedIn Profile Lab, because the first thing we look at are your triplets. That's your photo, your banner, and your headline. Because no amount of great content can fix the problem if the triplets are not aligned. So, what does it look like when the triplets do work together? Let's say you're a leadership coach helping mid-level managers step into executive roles. Your photo should present you as calm, confident, and direct, a measured smile, professional attire, strong eye contact. You look like someone who has been in the room before and has confidence. Your banner needs to reinforce this with a clean design, maybe a tagline: from manager to executive, the leap is learnable. Clear text, clean visuals, no clutter. And the headline should echo it: leadership coach helping managers make the executive leap. Not everything has to be exactly aligned with the same words, but you want to speak the same language. The algorithm has now a clear picture of who you serve. The visitor has a clear message of whether you're relevant to them. And if they are your ideal client, then guess what? They're going to immediately understand that. They just feel it.
And I have to say, that feeling is what I'd call profile trust. It's not something visitors can articulate. They know what it's there and they know when it isn't. When all three elements carry the same tone, the same message, the same energy, the profile feels intentional. And intentional attracts intentional conversations. That's really the whole goal of LinkedIn, isn't it? I mean, no more, not, we don't want just more views. We want more of the right conversations.
Oh, so true, so true. Because too many of us are getting those spammy messages and, in our inboxes, and we don't like them. But when things align, that sense that there's a trusted profile, that's the shift from random visibility to relevant visibility, which is really what the platform rewards.
Yes. And Nancy, here's the candid truth. Most experts cannot see their own triplets clearly. We've had people who have had misspelled words in their in on their banner, or they never noticed the hand of the wedding picture that was on their shoulder. Like they're too close to their own brand. You've looked at your profiles so many times that you can't see what a stranger sees in 3 seconds. That's not a criticism. It's just how human perception works.
Yeah, just earlier today, Darlene, someone mentioned that very thing to me, that she just is too close to notice these subtleties and how it is that her profile, what it's actually communicating, or is it maybe pushing people away that you didn't intend? This is why the LinkedIn Profile Lab exists. In just 90 minutes, it's a hands on workshop. We're going to work on your profile together, including those triplets. In fact, we start with the triplets and we identify exactly where the misalignment is and what to do to fix it. And we fix it in real time. Not to make your profile prettier, it's not about aesthetics, it's about clarity so that you will attract the right fit clients.
And because a profile that sends a clear, consistent signal attracts the best prospects, keeps them on your page longer, and it's important to keep them on your page longer, and creates the kind of trust that turns curiosity into conversations.
Wow, love that. Good summary. So today we covered what LinkedIn doesn't tell you about the triplets. Your photo sets the emotional tone, your banner reinforces that positioning, and your headline ties it all together. And when these three elements are not telling the same story, the algorithm can't place you and visitors don't trust you.
And Nancy, may I add, alignment isn't just a design preference, it's a business decision.
Oh, good point. So, as we close, I'll leave you with this. If someone landed on your profile right now, in fact, go over to your profile and take a look, a stranger who had never heard of you, would your photo, banner, and headline tell one clear, confident story about who you are and who you serve? If you're not sure, that's exactly what we fix in the LinkedIn Profile Clinic. The next one is filling up. It's on July 23rd, noon Eastern Time. And for more information, we'll put the link in the chat. To your sales success, this is Dr. Nancy Zier, sales psychologist, showing experts how to acquire clients confidently without being pushy, aggressive, and salesy.
And I'm Darlene Petrie, lead generation strategist, helping professionals turn LinkedIn visibility into real business conversations.
And we'll see you next